Right then, it's that time of year where traditionally we look back and get the boys to give us their best Premier League 11s. We'll start with Craig Burley.
No, why me?
Because you gave it in first. You submitted it first.
Chronological?
Frank submitted 12 players, so I had to go back and sort that out.
Yeah. True.
And Shaka, of course, being Shaka, gave it a lot of thought.
That's right.
Ranking.
That's
Yeah, but we're still waiting on his, as we were going to air.
Therefore, it's
Right, what do you want to know?
I want to know your team.
I struggle with the goalkeeper.
Yeah,
right?
there wasn't really a standout keeper. Was Emi Martinez?
Yeah, I struggle with that picture as well.
Well,
so
smiling.
I went with Emi Martinez. What camera? I struggle with the goalkeeper, so I went with Martinez.
Yeah,
had a good season. Kyle Walker, I think he was solid when fit. Gabriel, the two Arsenal centre-halves, and then that was quite simple for me. I didn't even really bother about Van Dijk. Then I threw a doggy in, injured at the end of the season, but I thought he was excellent. Midfield for me pretty much picks itself. Rice brilliant, Odegaard brilliant, and Rodri just outstanding. Thought about Bernardo Silva, one or two others. Kevin De Bruyne had a lot of injuries. Phil Foden, everybody's talking about him. Great end to the season. Bukayo Saka, consistency, 16 goals, and Cole Palmer was absolutely out of this world. That's my front three. There's no room in there for any big Norwegians. There's just no room. There's just no room.
That's what's striking.
Where's Jan Agafjotov?
Oh, he's shouting.
He's
down at TV somewhere. Erling Haaland, 27 goals, part of a winning Manchester City
27
side.
goals for me. It should have been, and it's not always, not to be hypocritical. There's been times I've sat here and said the way they've played at times hasn't been helpful to getting him chances, because the way they've knocked it around and he got frustrated. But I don't think he's been brilliant.
But didn't he? Aren't you comparing him? Aren't you putting him on a pedestal compared to last season?
Yeah.
If this was his first season and he came in and scored 27
what
goals,
I'm doing is,
he'd be in this team, wouldn't he?
Listen, what I asked myself, right? Do I think Manchester City would have still won the league, and they've done this before, without Erling Haaland? I think the answer is yes, right? As good as he can be. Would Arsenal still have been in the title race till the end without Saka? No. Would Chelsea have been sixth without Palmer? No. And Phil Foden, you could argue he was more important than any of them in the second half of the season. So, Erling Haaland is a great striker. I don't think he had a great season. He got a decent amount of goals, a lot of penalties, but a lot of his performances, when City did get him the ball, left a lot to be desired. And so he doesn't make my team. I thought those three in the front were more consistent, had better quality, and had a good quota of goals.
Do you remember when Frank said that Canada were going to make it through to the semi-finals of the World Cup?
Yes.
I think he's trying to one-up that prediction here with his 11 that he's given us, because there are some interesting ambitions. What have you got in your head? And take
What
us
is
through
that?
it.
Oh my God! Where did you get that picture?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Right, come on, Frank. This is weird.
Whatever. Yeah. You know what? I'm with Craig in terms of goalkeeper, and with Haaland, and I'm going to talk after. But Martinez in goal was for me the only solution, I would say. But I went instead of Walker. I was hesitating. I went for White. I think we didn't talk enough about the efficiency and the consistency of White, and he had a very good season with the Gunners. As long as with Saliba on his side as well. And I wanted to put Van de Ven, because Van de Ven was a real surprise, a very good surprise for Spurs and the Premier League. And I have to say that I didn't know who to put in on the left side. I put Ake because I think Ake was pretty strong, and he did what he had to do when he was playing in that position. I have to say that I have to apologize for not putting Rodri, because I agree with Craig, he's a fantastic player. But there are so many players in the middle of the park that I wanted to put, and not putting the four that I have there would have been also another mistake, because they had a very good season. And at front, I didn't put Haaland because I'm with Craig.
Wait.
I don't know what Haaland would do with.
Wait. Why didn't you put Rodri in?
Yeah. I don't know, because I wanted to celebrate maybe some others and would deserve to be in that team as well, because I think McAllister had a great impact at Liverpool, and he was maybe the only one who showed consistency in that
Frank,
team.
did you just
and that's
forget?
crazy to not
Yeah,
to have
sure.
only.
You forgot, didn't you? You forgot Rodri.
No, yeah. At first, yes, but when I put the name down, suddenly Rodri came back, and I say, oh, how come I forgot Rodri?
Yeah.
But who should I, erase from that team
McAllister.
to put Rodri? Yeah, maybe, but maybe. But I love the guy. I love the way he plays, and I want you to give a little bit of Liverpool in the squad, in my team.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I was
kind to emphasise though that Rodri.
I think Rodri, I think, was his 12th man.
No, Doku was his 12th man.
Hold on. Jeremy Doku.
Yes, he was the 12th man, and he forgot. He didn't realise he picked.
Yeah, I wanted to put Doku as well. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, he was all right coming off the
Frank, when
bench.
did you make these picks?
Yeah, that's crazy because I put 12 guys because I forgot that I put 4 guys in the middle, and I put Doku because I never thought Doku will go so well for Manchester City, but every time he played or every time he came on, especially at the end of the season, it was the game changer. And but comparing to the others, not putting Haaland, and having to put him away from my 12th name, that was only fair. But he had a hell of a season. You cannot deny that Doku was
No, the
special
Rodri's
one
a bit.
for Manchester City.
Let's talk about Ollie Watkins over Haaland. That's harsh, isn't it, Frank?
Because because as a striker, sometimes you have to create something on your own in order to score goals. He wasn't able to create for himself. He needed the others. It's why I like Watkins and I like Saka, for example, because those players are able to create on their own chances and I saw so many technical mistakes from Haaland, and I know Jan is going to be upset with me because he scored 27 goals, but he needs the others, and he's so much served by Doku, Foden, De Bruyne, Rodri, that I wouldn't say it's easy to score 27 goals, but it's easier than any other club.
That's Monday sorted from now on.
What's that?
No more of those stupid top 10 goals.
Right.
Frank Leboeuf's team of the weekend. That's going to...
Team of the weekend. Don't we? Stevie and Maris used to do it. I remember
Yeah,
that.
that's right.
That
That's
back in
right.
the day,
Yeah.
Hold on.
Right.
I think I remember this.
Yeah.
Stevie and Big Paul used
Yes.
to do a team of the weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
It was as funny as it sounds.
Paul would get really stressed about it. He goes, I need a right back, Dan. I need a right back. Right then, Shaq. Here we
Now,
go.
I've got a feeling he could... I might be wrong. This, as Frank, as you said, was a little bit left field. I've got a feeling this man...
It's normal. Where's Shaka?
Are you normal?
Yeah,
I don't understand the question.
Did you do this or did Luca do it?
No, I did this. I did this.
Okay.
I'm a little bit surprised that everybody went for Emi Martinez, as I did.
Right.
Van Dijk, I still think Van Dijk best centre back in the league. He gets a nod. Listen, I understand Gabriel had an outstanding season. The two wing backs is where I probably struggled most. I don't feel anybody, either right or left, had that standout season. So I went with Walker on the right, Guardiola, who finished the season strongly. The midfield, yes, I've got Rodri. And then up front, I think that speaks for itself. I went for Watkins over Haaland. I just feel Watkins had such a good season. And while, yes, you could look at Haaland's numbers, I think some of his misses, high-profile misses, kind of took away from what you expect of Erling Haaland. And Ollie Watkins for Aston Villa, absolutely fantastic. So that's my front three.
Not Isak, Shaq.
Nah. I thought Watkins. Isak, again, missing a little bit too much because of injury.
He scored 3 more goals.
Yes, missing a little bit too much because of injury.
He got 21 goals, Isak.
But I
Saka got
thought
16.
Watkins was absolutely incredible through the middle.
You can sell that team. Frank's...
Well, Frank just forgot. Just forgot some
You can
players.
sell that team. Bear in mind that was
Well, I'm
finished
not
30
too
seconds
far.
before
I'm
we
not
went
too
on
far.
air.
I'm sorry, you're being critical, guys, but I'm not too far from you guys, And except Rodri, we have almost the same names, whatever. Never again I will give my best 11. Never. You don't
Team
deserve
of the
it.
weekend.
Wait, now.
I still can't get my head around it. And I think I do remember now Stevie and Paul doing that.
Yeah, they do.
Whoever came up with that idea?
I know.
That was great.
That was great.
Because to those two, that is like...
I don't know the answer to this, and I'm so excited that he's going to say Rodri. Who was your player of the season, Frank?
Rodri! No. The player... What did I say? The player... Oh, yeah. No. It's William Saliba for me.
Oh,
Top class
interesting.
player. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been fantastic.
Yeah.
What's going to happen with him and Deschamps? Are they going to make up before the tournament starts, Frank?
I don't know what Deschamps wants to do, but for me, there is only one player who was sure to play for France is William Saliba. What he showed this season for the Gunners is exceptional. They almost won the league, and we all know that last season they lost it because he got injured. And as a central defender with his consistency and his calm, his experience, it was on the top for me. So he deserves
does it not take
to
away
play
from your argument
every
slightly,
game for
Frank?
France.
Does it not take away from your argument slightly that they didn't win the league? Then surely the player of the season should come from the team that wins it.
Well, no, you know what? It's a collective sport, so some players maybe didn't do the job they had to do to win the league. But it's not because of Saliba that they didn't win it.
Stevie's been on the phone. He said he thinks Núñez should have been up front. and he's still giving him leeway.
Núñez should be there.
Leeway.
You went for Rodri?
Yeah, I thought he would. And
It's close, isn't it, between them?
yeah, both all those guys, and you could put an argument for Odegaard and. I mean, I'll be honest. I wasn't sure about putting him in my team. You'd have to put up a big argument to say who's better at linking the way the game is played these days, which is from the goalkeeper taking risks in their own penalty area, almost all the clubs, to centre-backs to full-backs, and what that needs is midfielders that are going to come and link that up. Because without that, it's pointless playing around the penalty box, and he links it up under pressure as good, if not better, than anybody. And for that, I just think he's a brilliant footballer.
What did Foden do to edge it for you?
I thought Foden in the big moments was best. I thought Phil Foden did everything that was asked of him in that attacking theatre.
Did you see who passed the ball to Foden there? West Ham game?
Doku. There you go. Get him in. Get him in.
What a season.
Right then. Coach of the season. I imagine everyone's gone for Pep Guardiola, looking at the...
Boring.
Boring, yeah. Oh, of course, we had this discussion extra time. So you're just being stubborn now?
No, I'm not being stubborn. It's an opinion.
Okay, right.
Nothing.
Frank, you laughed at Frank's opinions.
Oh, yeah.
Well, his opinions are
Okay,
crazy.
he has an opinion. No, we don't have opinion. No, you have opinion and we don't have opinion. We cannot have opinion.
Hey, you put Ollie Watkins in your team. Somebody must have done a good job getting the best out of him. No, it's just opinions. And my opinion is that getting Villa into the Champions League for the first time in, I don't know, 30 years, 40 years, whatever it is, into this competition as it is now, for me, he did more with less. A lot of these guys were playing in the Championship with Aston Villa. They're now going to be playing the Champions League. He took over the mess of the end of Steven Gerrard, and I think he did an utterly brilliant job. Never going to contest the title, although they were up hovering about for a bit. But when you look at the skill set of the whole team and how much they spent, it wasn't a lot. I thought he did, and I get it, Guardiola, and I think Guardiola is the best coach on the planet. And then I think it's Klopp, maybe Ancelotti. You can throw that out there. So if we were talking about who I'd want tomorrow to coach my team, it would be the Spaniard, it would be Guardiola. However, I think this season for me, what he's done after a walloping at St James's Park, match day 1, 5-1, he's done an amazing job. And I think he got a wee bit more out of them. And that's why I've gone for him.
Has Craig convinced you, Frank?
Yeah, I understand what he means, and what he created with the villains and the player that he had in charge is exceptional. But for me, what a coach jobs is to put the player in the best psychological frame of mind to give the best of themselves. And when you won it already 3 times in a row, how are you capable and to do it another time, 4 times in a row, 6 times overall in 7 years, is exceptional. You have to be a masterpiece. And he knows, with all those stars that he has in charge, with all the players who already won so many things, and I was talking about Foden 2 days ago, who already won 6 titles and from 17 years old to 23. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And Guardiola knows exactly what to do with those players. So yes, Unai Emery has done something exceptional, putting the villains in the 4th place. Postecoglou as well, changing the way Tottenham was playing. Yeah, you can say it's a miracle, but the consistency of what Guardiola is capable of giving to Manchester City is something apart for me.
Would you like to add, Shaq?
I'm in agreement with Frank, and yes, I mean, we've had some incredible managers during the course of the season, but I think ultimately, and while winning the league is kind of par for the course of Manchester City at this point, you again have to look at how it was done. The last time Manchester City lose a league game was the first week of December. When that peak time of the season come into the new year and things really kind of get a little bit nervy and you're tempted to get anxious about what's happening and what's to come, that's when I think City and Guardiola are at their best. And for me, again, putting together that kind of run to eclipse Arsenal to the title is deserving of recognition.
I'm not going to argue any of that, because I accept
Didn't ask you to.
I can accept everybody's decisions and opinions.